Hey printmakers, hope you're having a good day. I've got this video ready for you. The preparation for making your first screen print. The method we're using is historically called Cliché Verre. Cliché Verre refers to any time you're drawing on something transparent like a piece of glass. In this case, we're going to be using a piece of flexible sheet plastic, often referred to as mylar or acetate. You could use tracing paper. I've included 4 sheets of mylar into your pack you've either picked up or is being shipped to you starting today. Let's get started. Begin by centering your mylar over your drawing. You can just eyeball this. Hinge the drawing down on the long edge with a piece of masking tape. I'm using India ink, a fountain pen, and a round watercolor brush. If you've never used a fountain pen before, it might be helpful to do a few test strokes on the paper before you move to the margins of your Cliché Verre. You'll notice that if you press really hard with it and there's a lot of ink, it will spill out and pool. I want to avoid that. I'm going to start by doing some very light experimental strokes on the surface of the mylar. I'm basically employing a technique of hatching and cross-hatching. You really can't do shading. Everything has to be either or, and what you see is what you get. Also, make sure you don't dilute the ink. It cannot be diluted with water to be effective with this process. I'm using my watercolor brush to fill in broad areas that are dark, rather than using my fountain pen, which is really best for detail. After you put on the finishing touches, it's important to secure the lid to your India ink. If that stuff spills, it gets everywhere, very hard to clean up. Scrape off any marks that you don't want in the finished product. I'm just using a razor scraper here. You could also work subtractively in the drawing if you wanted to. I'm checking the drawing in front of my window just to see how it reads with light coming through. Clean up your brush and your pen just using water while there's still wet ink. It cleans out a lot easier than when it dries. Set your Cliché Verre drawing aside and let it dry before you handle it.